Good evening, everybody. How are you all doing? Happy Tuesday, or Tuesday equivalent in your region of the world. Don't even know what that means, but I like the sound of it. How's it going, Chronometrics, Whalerfish, Clamsy, Mr. Neat, Acheron, Real Lidzilla, Tom, Magicat, and etc., etc. Just over slide that we slide down. Slime Boss is waiting for us at the bottom of the Spire, Mr. Neat. We just jump off the top and have a nice cushy landing in his gooey blob of a landing pad. Just cleaning my glasses here real quick, since apparently they were filthy. Hey Squidroll, yeah, we got some new emotes in as of a week or two ago, courtesy of my birthday, where a whole bunch of people were very generous, and so we now find ourselves with 400 subs at the moment, which is a statement that is truly mind-blowing to me. Certainly a year ago, I had no expectation that I would get even close to a number like that. Hell, I didn't even think I'd be a Twitch partner. So I'm pretty frickin' stoked about that. And we're reaching an interesting threshold for the channel. Actually, there's a... How did it... I'm not 100% sure how to describe this within the confines of information I'm allowed to share or not. But we're getting close to a point in terms of channel size where getting additional subs to the channel will result in very significant increases in my access to certain resources, and will provide a very significant increase potentially to my income as a channel. So increasing the subscriber count at the moment is something I have a lot of incentive to do, and as a result, if you as a viewer are looking to support the channel at the moment, yeah, Tom's got the meat of it there. I'm not going to give any specific numbers on anything, because I don't know what I'm allowed to share and what I'm not, so I'm just protecting myself by being really vague. But yeah, if the channel gets more subs, it will be very good. And so if you're looking for ways to help support the channel and help ensure that I can do this as a long-time thing, then subscribers, increasing the sub count is the way to do that. Whether that be through subbing yourself if you're not subbed, or by gifting subs if you have the ability to do that. That said, I'm not asking anybody to give me support that they themselves don't have the means to give. Make sure that you've got yourself taken care of, and I know that I am not anybody's top priority beyond my own. Like, I'm the only person who I should be the top priority of is me. So take care of yourselves. If you, like I said, if you want to support the channel, if you were going to do so anyway, that is currently the way to do so. And I appreciate every single one of you who's here, regardless of whether or not you're subbed to the channel. Being here every day, watching, chatting, these are all incredibly, they're core. They are what the stream is, ultimately, is people watching and chatting. And
excellent
everything
work,
else is...
Commander. This council is pleased to see our continued support of this project has been worthwhile.
Pona21, thank you so much for that Twitch Prime resub for 3 months. Thank you so much for continuing to support the channel and enjoy that new blue Defect Energy badge. Today we both have renewed smug senses of superiority. Yakezko, Renlo, Oscar the Gripe, Florin. I have a part-time day job that I do seasonally, Florin. There's a college near me that I manage the chemical stock room of during the spring and fall semesters. So I'm not working, I'm not actively on contract with them. It's likely that I will accept a new contract in, September for something like 12 hours a week as some supplemental income, and that's probably true regardless of whether or not, regardless of how much support the channel has. I will probably do that just because having more money to put into savings would be ideal at the moment. I'm looking to change my living situation sometime within the next year and a half. A couple of friends of mine have been discussing entering into a shared living situation to reduce the costs for all of us. Plus, we'd love to, hang out way more often. There's a surprising number of fun ways to make explosive devices. And as somebody who's messed around in chemistry labs for a while, I've seen a couple of really innovative ones. I think my favorite was somebody once pranked me they took a big glass jug and filled it partway with, I want to say it was methanol, like a small layer of methanol on the bottom, so that which is a flammable, highly flammable liquid, enough so that most of it is in a vaporous state inside the this glass jug, along with a piece of aluminum foil. Then they put a big rubber stopper in the neck of the jar, put it on the ground, and they had not a Van de Graaff generator, but a little electrified rod that they waved near the jug, which caused the tinfoil to spark. The spark ignites the methanol inside, so the jar has this big whoosh of flame within it. The rubber stopper shoots out of it and smacks against the lab ceiling loud enough to startle everybody. It was glorious. It scared the crap out of me. It was kind of like a loud bang smack sound from the the jar popping the cork out and it smacking the ceiling. Yeah, it's definitely a something one needs to use a lot of judgment around, right? Like any sort of messing around in a laboratory environment is inherently dangerous, more dangerous than any equivalent messing around in a non-lab environment. Which doesn't stop everybody. I've never pulled a prank like that myself, but damn if it wasn't hilarious to see somebody else doing it. Some Kratsu stored hydrogen gas in a trash bag? Oh my god. That's amazing, Jen. I don't think we had any big accidents or things like that happen when I was in university. Nice, Tom. The dry ice bomb is a classic. ultimately, all explosives, like, there's so many ways to achieve this, but, like, ultimately the core of an explosive device is you're turning either a solid or a liquid into a gas. The more rapid this occurs, the more powerful the explosion, but the fundamental of it is creating a sudden expansion by inducing something into the gaseous state. And dry ice is a really good way to do that. Dry ice, just solid carbon dioxide, when it sublimates into the gaseous state, it occupies of, like, I think it's 2,000 times the volume. Something like that. It expands by at least 1,000-fold. Which creates a lot of pressure in any sort of sealed environment. Ultimately, you could do the same with, like, steam too, by just taking water and heating it. Gunpowder, various explosive stuff, ranging from the "this is pretty safe" to the "this is extremely dangerous" ends of the spectrums. Oh my god. You had a friend almost pass out in chem class trying to pull chloroform in with his mouth into a pipette instead of using the bulb. Yeah, I was told horror stories about mouth pipetting when I was learning chemistry. They recounted a historical account from one of the chemists in, like, the 20s who was pipetting hydrochloric acid concentrated with his mouth and ended up with putting some of it into his mouth, which, as you can imagine, had pretty bad results that I won't go into the detail of, but why do it? Because it's convenient. Like, it's the easiest way to get suction. It's the same reason, like, ultimately, the same reason that when you're doing, like, a basic gasoline siphon, most people, or not most people, but, like, it was really common, especially back in the day, to just use your mouth to suck on the tube to get the initial suction going. And, like, yeah, over the years, many people have ended up with poisoning from a mouthful of gasoline from doing that, but still people do it to this day. I have played the Cursed Modded class, yeah. I think I speed raced it against Chrono and Tom a while back. I don't think it's the same reason, Jin. But I like where your head's at. Small aluminum foil balls and some drain cleaner in a plastic bottle. Yeah. And that's a fun one. The acid in the drain cleaner reacts with the metallic aluminum to produce hydrogen gas as a byproduct. So you're getting... Not only is it creating flammable gas out of something that wasn't, but it creates a ton of pressure if it's in a sealed container. Just super, super cool. You can use a wide variety of metals. Aluminum foil is just, like, the most convenient. But I'm pretty sure you can use... like, magnesium would be another one that works really well for that. You happen to have magnesium handy, but not aluminum. It's a very fundamental reaction between acids and metals, which is super cool. Yeah, chemistry is predictable in this really cool way. Math, but with chemicals. Exactly. If only I could turn them into actual meals, background sculpt. If only. Exactly. Magnesium, you know, that metal that they have to put flammable labels on? You're definitely going to have that just lying around your house. Absolutely. Absolutely. Ooh, gun cotton! Yeah, I remember seeing gun cotton on Mythbusters a whole bunch of times. I watched Mythbusters, like, compulsively as a teenager. By the way, it is regular cotton cloth that's been soaked in a highly flammable substance, which the exact makeup of eludes me, and I think it can vary a bit, but probably some amount of saltpeter, potassium nitrate, and probably a couple other things. And you get this, what you have is a normal looking piece of cloth, like kind of looks like a patch you'd use for jeans or something, but if comes into contact with flame, it burns, like the entire thing lights up and burns out completely in a fraction of a second. So it, like, flame shoots across it, kind of like a fuse. Or sometimes, depending on the makeup, it might just even explode entirely. Used a mold of sugar to make lemonade for the class for extra credit. That's cool. A lot of the labs that I'm seeing the colleges use these days, both from the teacher side and from the preparation side, there's a big push towards using more inexpensive and safer ingredients, because you can truly do really useful educational chemistry with very simple stuff. We changed our absorbance lab really recently to so there's a lab about measuring concentration with absorbance. We can have a device called a spectrometer is capable of measuring the percentage of light that passes through a solution. So you take you create a liquid suspension of, I think we originally used cobalt chloride, which is a kind of toxic metallic chemical. And you make a solution of some concentration of that, put it in the spectrometer, measure how much of the light gets through when it's shined on the solution. If you have the concentration of the solution, you'll see that twice as much light gets through. And that applies for any level of concentration. So you can actually make a graph and write an equation for what's the relationship here between the concentration of the solution and the absorbance reading you get from the spectrometer. And we've found that you can do all that same math and stuff works just as well with, the food coloring solutions you can get at the grocery store as it does with this toxic metal chemical. So, why the hell are we having students make these solutions from this expensive cobalt solution when we could literally just use food coloring and have everything else be the same? And I don't know why the particular chemical was used back in the day, and why it became the go-to. This is true for a lot of labs. A lot of common chemistry labs are taught with needlessly dangerous chemicals. Parodichlorobenzene being a big offender as a known carcinogen that is used to demonstrate melting point for a ridiculous number of chemistry labs across the country. It's for intro level or even medium tier classes. And there's just no reason to do that. No reason to do that at all. It'd be like playing hockey with a bladed puck just because somebody in the 1920s thought it was a good idea. And we realize now, hey, maybe there's a safer way to do this. Trying to burn through an intense backlog of Steam games. Do what I do, Pearly Whirly, and never play them ever. I think I've played like 30% of the games in my Steam library. Do I know how to make constrained dark matter? I do. You take your regular store brand dark matter and you tie a knot around it. And there you go. Oh, you're at maybe 5. My most played games on Steam. Slay the Spire is still not at the top. Slay the Spire is currently number 2. But let's take a look at the library here. Can I sort by playtime? Is that an option? Anyway, my most played games are Slay the Spire, currently has 1,650 hours. Path of Exile has like 1,800 hours. Let's see, Sid Meier's Civilization 5 is at 676 hours. Factorio is at 239 hours. Stardew Valley, another one I've played a ton of. Stardew Valley at 181 hours. Those are the big ones off the top of my head. Oh, XCOM, yeah, of course, Durr. Literally forgets about XCOM. XCOM Enemy Unknown is at 1,142 hours, and that's not all inclusive. I played an entire Long War campaign on offline mode on Steam because there was a bug that made loading times longer if I was online. So to fix that, I played a lot of XCOM offline. So it's probably closer to like 1,500 hours for XCOM. Who did I romance in Stardew Valley? First time it was... oh, what's her name? Abigail. And the second time was Haley. But not because I liked her the most. There's something about min-maxing in there that I don't remember. Click my name on Steam, click games on the right. My name's... Oh, I see. Yeah, I gotcha. I understand. Games. All games, sort by playtime. Slay the Spire, Path of Exile, XCOM, Civ 5, 395 hours in FTL Faster Than Light. 321 hours in Total War Shogun 2, 294 hours in Warhammer 40k Dawn of War 2, 257 hours of Dark Soul, 274 hours of Europa Universalis 3. Wow, I played 256 hours of Infinity Wars. I did not realize how much of that I played. 200 hours of Kerbal Space Program. Holy moly. 400 in Terraria? That sounds like the norm, Tom. 800 hours in Portal 2, oh my gosh. That's a lot of Portal 2. How much Portal 2 did I play? I played 31 hours, apparently, and I played through it, like, several times. A lot of playtime. I almost ended up playing the new Hearthstone solo content, Nitzilla. There was a bounty out for a little while, and it just happened, like, it lined up in such a way that by the time I thought about wanting to try it, the bounty was gone. But I almost got paid to play that. The next time there's a solo Hearthstone bounty, I'll probably give it a try. Because it sounds like it would be cool to A, try something new, and be paid for it at the same time. It's a deep rabbit hole to go down, BB Tech, at this point. I think, aren't they like adding... They either released recently a new patch or are about to release a new patch for Terraria? The post-launch support for that game has been astonishing. I want to say something like, I hope Slay the Spire ends up with that kind of longevity thanks to dev attention. But we'll see. We will see. It's possible that the devs shot themselves in the foot by porting to Switch. I don't know, I don't know all that much about how parallel development works, but I'm pretty sure that the devs for Slay the Spire have made it more difficult to add new content to the game by releasing it on a multitude of different platforms, because if they do something like create a new character, they have to get it to work on all 3 platforms, and that is a lot more work than just making it for the PC. So it's possible that they've put themselves in a situation where creating new content is a lot more difficult than it used to be. So I wish them the best, genuinely. Hope everything goes well. But it sounds like the Switch release has been tough. A lot of stuff to fix. Do they need to update all the ports equally? Not all games end up doing this. There's no need to, or there's no obligation to. I mean, like, the players who own one platform, if they see it being updated on another platform, might have feelings about that inequality, and that's fair. But it's also not, like I just explained, and it's not always easy to update on all 3, especially when console patching is weird, and sometimes developers have to, like, pay money every time they update their game on a particular console. I don't know if that's true for Switch or PS4, but it has been true for other consoles in the past, where pushing out an update requires, like, multiple thousands of dollars from the developers to the company that owns the console as some sort of, like, patch fee. And so the idea of, like, doing something like weekly patches that Slay the Spire did during its early access would not be possible if that was the case, because you'd run out of money really fast. It just wouldn't be worth it. I watched the Nintendo Direct for Sword and Shield. Certainly, like, as far as if you're comparing to other Switch games, there's definitely a statement one could make about the graphics there. But I think what most people are interested in is the comparative graphical quality to previous Pokemon games, which is clearly significantly higher thanks to the power the Switch provides. So what was my last A20 run? Looks like we had a silent run with a runic pyramid that lost? Unacceptable. Absolutely unacceptable. This was on the 13th. Man, that was like 5 days ago. Gotta play more A20. I gotta play more A20. I vaguely remember this one. Not enough to, like, state why we lost exactly. We did lose a lot of health against Shield and Spear. Paved the ground to our demise against the heart. Prior to that, we had a run where we swapped the the Burning Blood for Black Star, and boy, did that turn out really well. Self-forming Clay, Magic Flower, Pantograph. Ton of really good relics popped out of all the elites we beat. Yeah, Pantograph and Self-forming Clay were the first two, followed by Magic Flower Champion Bell. All that by floor 8. Yikes. It's good stuff. Oh, that is interesting, Tom. That is interesting. Of course, given that the game's still quite a ways away from release, nothing's final. So it's possible we'll see things change. Things can always change. Last time, I remember getting really invested in how a game was going to look graphically before it released was Dark Souls 2. There was a big hubbub for Dark Souls 2 about this dramatic new lighting engine they were coming out with, and how certain areas would require you to use torches to be able to see and progress, and they showed off these cutscenes of like a particular hallway in the game that showed off this incredible lighting system that they'd made. And not a lot of that ended up actually being in the game when it released, to the dismay of many. And it was, to me, a valuable lesson about setting my expectations for a game before I played it for the first time. It doesn't seem like getting invested too early is something I now look at as giving myself the opportunity to be disappointed. And why would I set myself up like that? I saw that in Itzilla, a new Act 3 mod called The Factory. So kind of like the Jungle, which we played on stream a while back. It's a replacement act. So entirely different bosses, enemies, events, all that stuff. I'm gonna take a boss relic. Or restart. Alright, I can get behind that. I can definitely get behind that. What we got here? Ori's neat, I think, to take as a starting relic, because one, it allows us to build a very potent deck immediately. Adding 5 cards to the starter deck is a huge advantage. In those first hallway fights, and especially against an early elite, like suddenly this burning elite on floor 8 floor 6, excuse me, becomes a viable option potentially instead of a suicide decision. Certainly makes me want to take on a couple of elites, and makes removals a little bit more valuable too. So I'm thinking a double energy or 2. Who's our act boss? Slime boss, okay. The damage choices we're being offered aren't very good, unfortunately. Which is a little bit concerning here. I think I do want at least one of these go for the eyes, which is just a really nice early common. Works really well against Gremlin Knob, works really well against anything other than triple sentries, mainly. So let's take this one. Do I want a barrage? Not without a starting orb, I don't. Do I want a steam barrier? No. Another nice thing about this is that, due to the way Slay the Spire works, we're much more likely to see a rare card early on now. Every non-rare card we see increases our chance of seeing a rare card in a future choice, so we're probably going to see a rare card in the first 3 fights. What a hologram, instead of a second to go for the eyes. Charge battery is too good of a block card for me to ignore. And I think I like a beam cell and a hologram to go with each other. Maybe a couple really nice foundational stuff. Ways to deal more damage, ways to imply weaken. Hologram lets me choose which of those 2 I need to do on any given turn. And from here we're looking for ways to deal just a little bit more damage, because we already have a reasonable block foundation. Already skipped everything else, cool. So let's go Let's see. This is 3 fires and 2 elites. So is this, but it's better. Probably gonna go to this store. Gonna try to pick up a potion along the way. We'll see where we end up. Behold the go for the eyes value. It's 3 hit points I otherwise wouldn't have. Beautiful. Worst curse to get early game. My vote for worst early game curse personally would be either pain, doubt, or shame. The ones that apply debuffs to you. Ooh, Cool-Headed is so good though. It's not an attack card. But it draws a card, which works really well with our 0-cost stuff. I wonder if I need to remove a defend. Or transform a defend? Probably just want an upgrade. Bit of damage upgrade here. I think the beam cell upgrade will serve me well, and so will those. Upgrades for everybody! Hooray! Well. We have what? 35? Get 13 more? Yeah, that's enough. I just had lethal and completely failed to use it. Whoops. That was 3 damage I did not need to take. A good old Baylor punch. Get it together. Channel X Lightning. Or I can take a Claw. Claw with Hologram, Claw with Cool-Headed, Claw with Beam Cell. These are all pretty good reasons to take a Claw. Actually. They're good reasons to take a Claw. Take a Claw. Never don't take Defragment, I think is the rule. Never don't take Defragment. Claw is the law. Oh man, Impatience, though. Well, Impatience is not good against Gremlin Knob. If I was doing a Claw deck, like if I wanted to really commit to Claw deck, Impatience is such a good card. For a Claw deck. I think I'm upgrading Defragment here against Triple Sentries and against Lagavulin. This is going to be the best answer. And if it's a Gremlin Knob, we worry. Cool, not a Gremlin Knob. Very good. Very excellent. Oh. Nice! Thank you, Lightning Orb. So glad you know what's up. I would like my Frost Orbs back. Please and thank you. Maybe a block potion turn, if I can't kill the last sentry. Ooh. I'm resting at the next fire. Does the claw effect have claw orbs? It's a crime to not have those. Okay, good. I have to take another elite to get either of these fires. Noted. We still haven't seen our rare card yet, have we? I was promised one. Or you promised me a rare card. Better be right here. Technically, that is a rare card. It's not what I wanted, though. Cute. Well, the old coin means I was originally planning on not going to this store, but that has changed now. Do I want a Tempest with a Defragment? Probably? This is so much damage in one card that I don't think I want an Auto Shields. I do want a Strength Removal. Now that I've done that, we're going to be okay. There's no way we can have a combat. Can now dig for relics at rest sites. Is the bot down? Yes. Bot, why are you down? Oh, bot is like super dead. Hold on. Oh, I can't fix the bot quickly. Alright, we're gonna have to be without the bot for a minute. The bot is broken in a way that I have to generate a new OAuth token for it, which means like doing two-factor authentication signing in, so we're gonna leave that on hold for the moment. I'm debating whether I take the shovel. Am I going to... like, we're resting at this fire. And then I would like to upgrade the next one. Hologram and Cool-Headed both want upgrades. Skip that shovel. I know, it's heresy. I know. I know what I've done. Well, this store looks pretty good. The store, I dare say, looks extremely good. Could have bought a... I mean, I still can buy a Pantograph. I probably still will buy a Pantograph. Then I wouldn't need to rest. That's right, Pantograph means that 11 health beats this elite, right? Pantograph is super hard to pass. Start of each boss combat, heal 25,000 hit points. I can also buy the Unceasing Top. Unceasing Top Medical... If I could buy both of these, I would buy them both. I think. The Unceasing Top and the Medical Kit. One Storm so far. Or only one Power so far, so I don't like Storm. I think I like buying the Pantograph and then buying a Cold Snap for that extra Frost Orb. Take that. There's definitely a merit for Equilibrium, but because of this specific fight, I wanted the attack instead of the skill. In fact, Gremlin Knob might just kill me here, by the way. Totally truthful with you, that might just happen. I'll give him some extra strength, because I think I'm going to draw Tempest and have to play it. I didn't. So did not draw Defragment, which means we are very dead. Alright, good run. Good run. Right, am I going to survive this somehow? Teen block. I'm exactly dead? Oh, hold on. So if I play defend, I'll live. But barely. It's 10. So strike. Hologram, cold snap. Okay, we didn't die. We didn't die. Bottled defragment, if I want one, and another cool-headed. Okay, hold on, hold on. I may have called GG too early on myself. Never give up in a run of Slay the Spire. Never surrender. Uh-oh. The most dangerous of foes. 2 lice. Cold snap, that covers this guy. Boop. Okay, can no longer take damage in this fight. These are 5-inch. That's totally safe. That's right, you lose 100% of the games that you concede. If you give up, you lose. And if you do not give up, then maybe you don't lose. Do I take a third cool-headed? With a bottled defragment? I think I do. This could well kill me. So I probably want to go to the shop. Only red lice can buff Strength Tom. There are 2 types of lice, actually. The red ones either attack you or buff Strength, and the green ones either attack you and or debuff you with Weaken. So any given louse can only do one of the 2, and the one in the front, the one that was still alive, was one of the debuffing ones, so it could not buff Strength. Didn't realize we could afford a card removal here. Am I gonna have enough front load if I take another strike out of the deck? Do I care? Chemical F. Yeah, Power Potion's probably good for beating Slime Boss. I'm sincerely just thinking about removing a strike. Maybe it's a defend I want to remove. Removing a card before Slime Boss doesn't seem like a... Like, I'm not worried about Slime Boss. I have Pantograph. It's just a question of whether I upgrade or rest before the Slime Boss. I'm not in sync with the sound, potentially. You'd be the first to notice, if so, Apocalypto. I've never heard anybody else express something like that. Upgrade to dig or not to dig? Oh wait, no, yeah, we did not take the shovel. That's right. Defend out. Then die immediately. So 27 against Slime Boy. Deck's not that strong. Lawless is the Slime Boss immediately. Guess I could have maybe used that potion, huh? Boop. How are you really proactive about getting this slammed here?
This council is pleased to see our continued support of this project has been worthwhile.
The Sixth Ninja! Thank you so much for those 3 months Twitch Prime support. Greatly appreciate your decision to continue funding the channel. Hope you enjoy those continued access to emotes, a new Blue G Defect Energy Badge, and your heightened smug sense. Superiority. Thanks for being here. Let's go to 80. Poison Potion would split now. I don't want to do that. but now I do. I have a lot of extra health, so you know what? I'm just gonna Tempest here. And this is what we have the... Oh shit, this is why we rested. This right here. Yes! Get him! Show that slime who's boss. Get him right in his stupid slime face. Oof, lightning orb's on point. I guess I didn't need to rest, huh? That's alright. Better safe than sorry, I think. Because that could have easily gone differently if the lightning orbs hadn't been monsters. A rainbow gives me more orbs. I like more orbs. Only one power in the deck. Amplify doesn't seem that good. Multicast is... Take a rainbow here. We have tons of card draw in the form of 3 Cool-Headed and an X-Cost card, so I'm heavily inclined to take an extra energy here. I think with a Coffee Dripper, or sorry, with a Pantograph, I can maybe get away with having a Coffee Dripper. And then I never have to mistakenly rest again. Also take the Culling Bell for 3 Curses and 3 Relics. How does a gray slime and a green slime come out of one big green slime? Recessive genes, Anto. Same way that two people with brown hair can have a red-headed child. That, or you know, the gray mailman slime is hanging around is the other option. I like Coffee Dripper. Could also take the Philosopher's Stone. Gain energy at the start of turn, all enemies have +1 strength, and then I'll have to rest, probably. But it seems easier to just, you know, not just commit to not resting. And don't take the extra damage. Health is a carefully rationed resource when you've got a Coffee Dripper, so doing things like taking early elites is maybe not the best choice. And I want to take a more conservative path that lets me get some upgrades and stuff. And stuff. Wow. Dual cast is still in the draw pile. Draw dual cast. Got him. Beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. Let's see, 12 plus 7 is some number that I can't count that high. I don't know. It's probably enough. Ooh, Blizzard? I have 3 Cool-Headeds in this deck. I have not considered this card in a long time. We don't know what was under Slime Boss's hat. Yeah, there's actually just a tiny gray slime hiding in that bowler hat. Yeah, 3 Cool-Headeds, Cold Snap, Rainbow. Like, we have a lot of Frost Orb. This is actually not enough Frost Orb generation for me to feel like I'm comfortable with a Blizzard, by the way. That's how much Frost you need. First cycle of the deck, Blizzard is dealing 15 AoE after an upgrade. Before an upgrade, 10 AoE after we've played 5 other cards. But if we add, say, a Chill or a Glacier into this deck, and I would happily add either of those, suddenly the Blizzard's looking real good. It's also a nice way for us to scale damage against the Bronze Automaton. Let's pick it up. It does mean committing an upgrade to it, I think. Rainbow or Tempest? Just get 3 lightning orbs out. That sounds really helpful. Ooh. Do I also use a skill potion? I can kill the one on the end with Strike Claw is nice. And then there is a 1 in 9 chance I actually just killed the remaining one with lightning orbs. But we're still losing 10 health that I cannot get back. I don't, because I have a coffee dripper. There we go. Oh crap, actually I need one of those things to hit him. Let's hope they do. Good. Good. Alright, we lost both our potions, but otherwise that was fine. Recursion's a way to scale the Blizzard up more. Interestingly. Because it generates a new Frost Orb. I think I'm going to take that. Sometimes it generates a new Frost Orb. Rather. Am I a spooky ghost? Coffee Dripper and Pantograph sure make being a spooky ghost a lot more appealing. I think yes. Does that mean I fight an elite now? Is a better question. Can I fight more elites if I'm a spooky ghost? Go this way. Get 1 less fire, 1 more elite. Certainly makes the elites safer to fight. And it means that Pantograph is always healing us to full. Ooh. Get all strikes defends. Works for me. Works for me. I am way behind on upgrades. We're rapidly approaching the point where I take an upgrade all, if I have the chance. Really, I would like an Apotheosis and a Bottled Seek, ideally, but I'll take any other way I can get upgraded cards. Wonder if I start to remove Claw. This card is suddenly a lot worse than it was. 2 more fights, gets me some potions and stuff. Yeah, let's take the extra upgrade. Feeling upgrades right now over things that are not upgrades. This fight is very dangerous. I am realizing. Ooh. I didn't want to draw that. Might die here. So we're only doing 10. Turns out we can attack. Keep the current orbs. And don't add any more dazes onto the deck. For the moment. And this should be fine now. That'll Rainbow now kills. Good. That was definitely not completely terrifying. Or I could take another claw. Instead of removing claw, I could add more, and we could scale up both with blizzard and claw at the same time. Realistically, I think I like the skim card draw a lot. So that we can get to the important cards. Especially given that we have an abundance of free cards. Card draw is pretty valuable. Oh, hecko. That's a Snicko. A Blizzclaw deck. It's an expensive recursion? No, I just Tempest, right? Yeah, I just Tempest. But I know that the defects design is based on a lizard because it scales. That's great. Thank you. Someone arrest that man. Rebound? Do you want to rebound? For a wide variety of reasons. I would also like another copy of Defragment, thank you. Cool. How about a power potion? How afraid am I of the next few fights? Not hugely. Could also take a fourth cool-headed. And you know what? Yes. Yes to that. Yes to all of that. Yeah, resurrects the Spire. That's an interesting thought. It's a sobering thought. Sort of weird, strange, twisted game is being played with us. See if I can fix the bot again real quick. So that'll send me a text. Then assuming my phone gets the text, which is not always a correct assumption, we can proceed! Oh, I'm so dead in this fight, by the way. Oh, maybe not. Call that a really good turn. Let's recursion this Dark Orb, because we need to do as much damage as humanly possible here. Terrifying. So I'm gonna hologram recursion. Recursion that Dark Orb again. Convenient. Do I rebound the claw? No, right? I don't do that. I don't do that. We just need to evoke the Dark Orb to get a win here. Or we can do that too, apparently. Toxic Egg! When we add a skill, it's upgraded. Hooray! Our upgrade debt will at long last be solved. Why did we skip shovel? Kind of space criminal skips a shovel. Could be a spooky vampire ghost. with no max health. No thank you. No thank you. Fusion? There might have been an argument for fusion there. Mostly I need to have like all of the cool headeds upgraded before I want a fusion in the deck. And that is going to be a long time coming, because I gotta upgrade the apparitions first, I think. Maybe this hologram? Mostly I need an apotheosis. Uh-oh. Hello, you guys. You guys are terrifying. We need every ounce of damage we have, so I was happy to use the fear potion there. Very happy to use the fear potion. And really happy to drop apparitions right about now. Good. Very good. That is actually more block than I need. If we had shovel and we were using it to dig, we would have gotten the toxic egg before the apparitions. Damn you, hindsight! Damn you! Okay, recursion? Ooh, okay, okay. Cool-headed dual cast will kill the back guy. And just for one. All the front guy. Ignore the fact that Blizzard was even in my hand. Hello, Sir the Otis. Hope you are doing well on this fine day. Spire is treating me pretty well so far. It's 29. This is 18 plus 9. That's not 29. I don't know what that number is, because I never learned to count, but I know it's not 29. Spread the love, Jen. Spread that love. Solves 100% of love triangles, that's right. Polyamory is a universal solution for the romance problems of humanity. There's absolutely nothing that can go wrong. Blurp. Turnip can no longer become frail. Chill plus. That makes Blizzard way better. And it guarantees we get a Frost Orb out on turn 1. Although I also really like Reprogram plus. Looking at the top 6 cards of the draw pile. I think because of the Blizzard I have to. I'm gonna upgrade. Although I actually wish it wasn't upgraded. I'm gonna upgrade the Blizzard for this fight. Deal damage to triple the Frost channels. To all targets. What if I play this or try to hologram it? I'm gonna hologram it. Potentially. Hologram it. Okay, Rainbow has been yoinked. Skip has been yoinked. Those are fine. So my goal in this fight is, to a significant extent, to just play as many Frost Orbs as I can. Get the Blizzard count as high as possible. Can block really well, so it's gonna be, and I have 2 apparitions, so it's gonna be a while. I'm gonna hologram the chill. Play that to get the Frost Orb count up. guess I should have zapped first. This is Hyper Beam, right? Yeah, Hyper Beam's next turn already? Wow. Terrifying. That is so much damage. Uh, 18 plus 33 is like not enough. That is not enough. Ow. 33 damage. Now that I can get behind. Give me those. Really could have used better apparition draws than that, but c'est la vie. Another Hyper Beam coming up in a moment. I want to rebound my Cool Headed. Sure. $70 is a lot. Okay, so I can just block it. Can I block the normal way? 1836. Math. 24, 36, 60. I'll take 10 if I defend. I can just apparition here, right? Love it, really. Scaling seems like it is something I should have been doing longer ago and harder ago. Okay, that's helpful. Now that you're weakened. $36 times 2, like you do. And we're shuffling the deck with a Blizzard in it. That is so bad. I need to kill this thing ASAP. And it looks like we got there. Amazing. Deals 84 damage. Boop. GG. Boop. GG. Yeah, a little bit slow, Carissa. Blizzard is not on its own as strong as we would like it to be. Unfortunately. Bias Cognition does make it a little faster. Can't really play the Meteor Strike. All for One is the other thing I'm considering. Like, it gets back Dual Cast, Go for the Eyes, Claw, Beam Cell, Recursion. And potentially Chill, but we've probably played Chill on turn 1. The Bias Cog, I think. Do I take a 5th energy? I could take could have had Fusion Hammer Coffee Dripper for the real shovel synergy. The maximum shovel synergy. I could transform and upgrade 3 cards, which could be really nice. I could get rid of Claw and Zap. And something else. Bias Cog does not make Blizzard better, no, but it does make Rainbow and Tempest a lot better. And does let us block just a little bit longer. don't think I want a fusion hammer, because then we can't do anything it fires, and that means we get the sound effect bug. I could take another energy in the form of the curse key. In an energy every turn, but we take a curse if we open a chest, which we might not do. We already have the blue key. Yeah, we are certainly short on relics at the moment. Or upgrades. Those would also be nice. How do we do enough damage if we do not get any more relics? More cards. Take your curse and like it. We have a decent amount of card draw. We have a lot of card draw. I think more energy fits just fine in the deck. Hey, Last Alistair. Hope you are doing excellently. Do I take an upgrade all? How desperate am I? Okay, Blizzard will win this fight very easily for us. If we can find it. I want the eternal defect question. Do I willingly get rid of my Frost Orbs or not? Am I playing Tempest? We can just win this safely with Blizzard here. Ah, we would have been fine. We would have been fine. Behold the power of Blizzard! Behold! Have I ever done a run where I'm not allowed to skip any cards? I think so. That sounds like something I've done. Cold Snap Plus. It's not the greatest form of damage, is it? Not bad, though. Tesseract. Willing to look at 3? Yes. Because we have Toxic... Yeah, we have Toxic Egg. Secret Weapon is nice. Put an attack from the draw pile in. Another Secret Weapon. And Blind Plus or Deep Breath Plus are both interestingly good. Deep Breath Plus is card draw, and it's kind of the card draw this deck wants, too. Actually, letting us shuffle the discard pile into the draw pile can let us cause Blizzard to happen more often. And let's take, actually, 2 of them. Because I think that's hilarious. Receive 2 Madness Plus. There's no way to make an infinite out of this. I don't think. Let's lose the 2 max. The star? One more floor before the star? Have to go to the Burning Elite, so we're going... this way? Question mark? How many elites am I willing to fight? All of them. All of them is the answer. Oh, I could pay you to upgrade a card? Hell yeah, I'm gonna do that. Upgrade me a card, please. Self-repair is very exciting. Kind of hoping for like a capacitor though. Just gonna put that out there. Capacitor would have been nice. You would take a streamline here, Silly Squirrel? I feel like we're maybe behind the point where a flat damage card is helpful. I need ways to do 800 damage. I don't know that streamline is good enough. I think I like a self-repair a lot. To help us survive what I'm intending on doing. And remove Zap? Actually, Zap strikes are better than Zap at the moment, so let's go with Zap. An upgrade. This hologram needs to be upgraded. It's needed to be upgraded for a while. It's definitely a bias cognition kind of fight, huh? Rainbow's a pretty good upgrade, too. Should certainly consider that in the near future. Getting that one up there. So, hologram, Blizzard. Blizzard. Shuffle Blizzard back into the draw pile. Strikes are actually a significant part of the damage of the deck right now, and that's deeply concerning. Do I take a leap? We have enough blocking. 6 plus is nice, though I don't have very many powers. Well, I have more powers than I did. More card draw. Alright. I accept. Alright. This could get really out of hand really quickly if I don't draw Blizzard quickly enough. It's our only AoE in a 37 card deck. Oh hey, I have a secret weapon. Well, that's really convenient. Actually. That is legitimately extremely convenient. From 12 AoE. I can rebound it. Or I can deep breath. Actually, I guess I can do both. So we can put that in play. This is 18 block. I think I have to apparition to do this, but I can go Blizzard, hologram the Blizzard, play the Blizzard again. And we don't have any nerds to deal with. Oh, why not? So why not rebound Blizzard and Deep Breath? Because Deep Breath shuffles the discard pile into the draw pile before it draws the cards. So rebound puts Blizzard on top, and then Deep Breath shuffles the draw pile. So the top card will no longer be Blizzard for me to draw with the Deep Breath. Wow. 4. Rebound the Recursion the Dark Orb, I think. Actually, no, I just want to dual cast it. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. That ain't good. That might be a block potion. Managed to not die. See if I can show off the interaction I just talked about. It is a little unintuitive, right? Is this gonna get me killed? Better question. I don't think so. There's only one unupgraded Cold Snap in the deck, right? Correct. Okay, so I'm gonna hologram the Rebound just to show this off. So if I rebound Cold Snap. Cold Snap, unupgraded, is currently the top card of the deck. And if I play the Deep Breath, now we draw Wound Defend. So we do not draw the Cold Snap that was on top of the deck. Because Deep Breath shuffles the discard pile into the draw pile. Shuffles being the important word here. Before any cards are drawn. What the hell is my Blizzard? Sincerely. Just in time! Hello, Blizzard! Thank you for bailing me out. Doom and Gloom, that's damage. That is this kind of scaling damage the deck is going to need. Curse if I open this. I think we don't. Thanks, but no thanks. Could go this way, or could go this way. Reptomancer's probably the scariest elite, so... Key? I already have the blue key. So we are okay. We get the red key from the fire and the green key from the elite. If you mean the act keys. If you don't mean the act keys, and you mean the curse key. Then I didn't open the chest because I have the cursed key, is the other thing that maybe you're asking about. What if we open that chest, we get a curse. And that would be bad. Do not want curse. I would like to keep drawing. Find the other defragment, so I'm not gonna play Deep Breath yet. You apparition for your timely appearance.
It looks like we've got our work cut out for us, Commander.
/SP! Hitting the stream on up with a host. Thank you so much for that generous host slash, and welcome everybody. We're playing some Slay the Spire Ascension 5000, I think. It's the current Ascension level. And it's going okay. No raiding party? It wasn't a raid. It was a host. It was a different... the difference for a host is just displaying on your channel what the other streamer has, and then a raid is directly bringing everybody to the other stream. So they have different notifications and are treated a little bit differently. Wow. The bottom of the deck heat sinks. Fan favorite. I'd like to doom and gloom here. Yeah, I think if you do a raid, then you're necessarily also hosting. I'm not sure about that. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. How many points of damage I can do in one turn to an intangible opponent? Yeah. Anyway, how's it going, Slash? You were doing Isaac runs. Oh my god, a Seek Plus. Are you kidding me? You were doing Isaac runs, right? How'd those go? Any good stuff? There's no way I don't take a Seek Plus, that's insane. Nice turn one. It's a nice turn one. Just because I can. I'm gonna seek for both of those. Oh, one's in the discard pile, right? In that case, give me... Yeah, they're doom and gloom. Again. Game! Just do 1 million lightning damage? Question mark? Killer confirmed transient. Am I fading away? What on here? I look pretty normal. Or do I? Back to the average amount of handsome. Got him. Yoink. Oh, he's blurry, gotcha. I faked out the webcam. I see. So more focus is really good, speaking of autofocus. Speaking of focus, do I want this defragment? Darkness Plus is also very good. We have a 39 card deck. Darkness Plus for Heart does seem necessary, much as I want that defrag. What else seems necessary? More upgrades? Or another relic? Upgrade would be Biased Cog? Probably? The relic. This one's gonna be tough. We definitely do not scale fast enough for Giant Head. Or fast enough to kill Giant Head, I should say. So for Recursion Darkness. And I don't want to play Deep Breath because I don't want to put these two apparitions as the only cards into the discard pile. Of course, I did leave myself without any Frost Orbs now. Yeah, that may have been a poor choice. I'd say that was an exceptionally poor choice, in fact. Ow, my hit points. There we go. Can I survive? Oh, probably yes. It's this turn, because with the speed potion. That proves necessary. Oh, that's such a bad turn. Next turn. Oh no. And we're dead! Alright. So it finally ends. Cards is a lot, and I think that was part of the problem there. It was also just a deck that was ultimately too slow, right? Like, we couldn't set up into either a sufficient defensive or offensive position by turn 4, and that means rip. Yeah, good night, Sweet Prince. That run got pretty far. I can't truly complain about it. There was lack of shovel. Ultimately, is what it comes down to, right? Yeah, that run was struggling for a while. I'm really happy with how far we got it, and I think it showcased what Blizzard can and cannot do reasonably well. Oh, I'm so taking a boss relic here. Oh yeah. Arc of Pain. Start of each combat, shuffle 2 wounds into a draw pile, but gain an energy at the start of every turn. I like Ironclad starting with an energy relic. It's powerful. We're gonna need card draw to make up for this Mark of Pain. Going into Slime Boss especially, like the first... If we see an evolve, we are so taking one. We are so taking one. Pathing. Early elites are not that scary as 4 energy Ironclad. Go this way, hit Fire Elite Fire, which is better than any of this other crap. And then I can do... Ooh, yeah. I like that path. That is what, 3 elites and 4 fires versus... worse, going anywhere else. Okay, so this is the way. This is the way. Medical kit when?
Commander, one of our most valued supporters, says continued support of the XCOM
Ryan
project.
Hunter, thank you so much for those 9 gosh darn months. Tier 1 support. Thank you so much for hanging around as long as you have. Yeah, why don't I evolve a Bottle Tornado, please? Immediately. Evolve right now. Ooh, Clothesline. Clothesline's great in a deck that has 4 energy and bad card draw. So we'll take it. Yep. 2 strikes is fine, honestly. I think Upgrading strikes is a little underrated in Act 1, and I'm perfectly okay getting those down. Do I lose 7 more to remove a card here? I think so, yeah. Get rid of one of our strikes. And I think we're in banana range. 34 health already, let's just heal that right back up. So that I can get in an upgrade or something. Did I win the last run? No, last run just died to Giant Head, unfortunately. The Blizzard Frost-oriented defect was a little bit too slow to be able to survive the Ascension 20 environment. Second wind. Second wind's not bad. Yeah, especially going into Slime Boss, like, we're probably going to be drawing that alongside some garbage. Take it. Alright, triple sentries. It's a bit rough. It's a bit rough, but probably well worth it. But I chose to inflict the vulnerable there. Well worth taking the 10 to get both attacks out on the first turn. Well worth it. Other synergy with Second Wind is fighting Slime Boss. Good or die. We'll have a lot of slimed in the deck for that fight, and it'll hopefully be useful there. We're also already incentivized to add card draw to the deck, and Second Wind's a lot better with some card draw. Is that gonna be enough? Oh yeah. It's totally okay to trade a bunch of health here. Not ideal, mind you, but totally okay. Definitely makes me glad I ate the banana. We'd be at 7 health right now, otherwise. Yeah, that'd be scary. Mummified Hand. Whenever we play a power card, a random card in our hand costs 0 for the rest of the turn. I think we would like a spot weakness for some strength gain, though a True Grit is truthfully kind of tempting. An upgrade Clothesline for a 3rd turn a weaken. This run's gonna be glorious. This run, I hope so. I have hopes. Darkstone Puriat. I already have 2 curses in the form of the wounds. I'm probably not going to be taking more. So I'll take the key there. Rest here. Fire Potion's good. Come on, evolve. Fire Breathing. There's the Medical Kit! No! But Pummel Strike is card draw. I'll take that. If nothing else. Pummel Strike is card draw. Do I dare remove another strike? Yes? Yes. I do dare. Don't know if that's actually correct, but I do dare. Do I just second win these to avoid making Knob super angry? Yeah, I do. Strength gain for us, that's okay. The Fire Potion, we have a kill next turn, so I can just block this. Oh, sorry, we just have a kill next turn without the Fire Potion. Even better! Bingo! 14 max health makes the lack of Burning Blood way less uncomfortable. Given that we have a spot weakness, we could take a Heavy Blade. Under what circumstances would I consider Fire Breathing a usable card? Great question. You would need to have... like, both attack spam and some way for it to not cost a card draw. Yeah, when it's generated from Dead Branch, it's sometimes playable. It is better with a mummified hand, that's for sure. How do I feel about an armaments? I feel pretty okay about an armaments. This heavy blade is not that great. It does lousy damage until we play spot weakness at least once. So we can kind of think of it like a claw.
One of our most valued supporters. It says continued support of the XCOM project.
Litmoose, thank you so much for those 7 months of Twitch Prime support. Greatly appreciate the continued council funding. And thank you for continuing to be part of the stream.
Excellent work, Commander.
Keysor!
This council is pleased to see our continued support of this project has been
Hitting
worthwhile.
that 2-month Twitch Prime resub button. Thank you so much for choosing to continue your smug sense of superiority, Keysor. Thank you for being part of the stream. Let's show some waffle love in chat for those glorious, glorious resubs. Yeah, if the stars align, it could have a purpose. Yeah, if you had like Mummified Hand and Bird-Faced Urn, and you were playing a lot of attacks, then it could do stuff. It would still be, in that case, mostly worse than an Inflame, but you're not always offered an Inflame, so like, there's maybe still a chance to take it. I don't really want this Heavy Blade. If I had an Inflame, I would take a Heavy Blade. I'll take an Armaments. Talk myself out of it. I would like to full block. Okay. A bit of a weird order here. The damage output that a 4-energy Ironclad has in Act 1. Ooh, card draw. Always take more card draw with a Mark of Pain. Just about anything we see that says draw a card, we're taking. For quite some time. I play TFT. I actually don't know what that is. You definitely can keep the smug sense of superiority with a gifted sub. Get Echo. Still counts.
Commander, we've just received the support of another council member.
Sleeper91510, thank you so much for subbing with Twitch Prime. Welcome to the esteemed ranks of the council. Enjoy your emotes, the community, and your newfound smug sense of superiority. Thanks for choosing to support the channel, and thank you for being here. Team Fight Tactics. I've never heard of it. What's it about? Sort of winning more Ascension 15 runs, taking the boss relic. I'm telling you, those boss relics, the way of the future for Slay the Spire. I've been a boss relic taking pioneer for a long time, and I swear by it. Alright, now I would take a Heavy Blade with a second spot weakness in the deck. Now I would take a Heavy Blade. Going into Slime Boss, I'm going to upgrade our Pummel Strike for the extra card draw. I think we're okay at 44 health with all this stuff that we have. I'm supposed to Poison Pot, probably, huh? It's really unfortunate that we drew our cards in the order we did, but we can just block this hit. Well, kind of. Oh, you're splitting? Alright. That works too. Could have avoided a split there, but take avoiding the hit. Be content with that. A second wind. Could be dead here. Extremely likely to die. The highest survival chance, I need to play Strike first to put it into the shuffle. Then Pummel Strike. That doesn't keep me alive. I need to draw one cost attack there. Welp. That was a good run. There's no way out of it now, right? How dead are we? We're looking pretty dead. We are looking extremely dead. Didn't Pummel Strike the large slime because it wouldn't have been alone enough to split it. But it's... actually no, I think the logic was that I need to kill both the little slimes. Like, we're gonna go down to single-digit health either way. And if I have 4 little slimes or 3 little slimes, there's no way I survive that situation. Whereas against a single big slime, I have a chance. But not enough of one. GG. Ironclad lived a short life. Such is A20. Yeah, Mark of Pain definitely contributed to dying there. There is no doubt about that. Ooh, do I just take the Ambitious Act? It seems really iffy. Ew, this act is horrible. I don't like this act. Oh, can I snipe something though? Yeah, I can snipe the Burning Elite. Let's try it. Let's try it. Maybe it'll work. Maybe it won't. But even if it doesn't, I have a power potion. Since I'm about to be fighting quite a few elites, I think a Sucker Punch, even though it's not a great attack, is decent. Good. Good. So, we made it to the Burning Elite with Now's Lament, so that is a free elite fight, followed by, once we get the Relic and etc., a regular elite fight. Our deck is decent enough. I could take a dodge and roll here, and given that we're fighting Guardian, maybe that's what I want to do. 10, 20, 30% for counters. Huh. Actually, I should really do the math on just how likely it is to get an elite snipe like that. But I have not. That dodge and roll. The steroid potion was a good consideration as well, no jock. Especially in case we end up in the Gremlin Knob fight. Ooh, Mercury Hourglass. Start of our turn, 3 damage to all enemies. Is very good. It does want me to build a shift deck. Sure does. Do I take any of these? I really don't like Infinite Blades. I could take a Sneaky Strike, just for like a little bit more damage. It's not very good though, with only a Survivor for discard. I'm gonna skip. I think all of these are a little bit too slow. You have to upgrade Poison Stab. It is the knob. Okay, of these 3, Infinite Blades is the most damage, so I'll take it. It's not very much, but it'll be enough, I'm hoping. This is what, 4 and 4, we take way more than 4 and 4 extra damage. We just play nothing. Okay, not too bad. Only half our health for the knob. Dodecahedron says, if our health is full, gain an energy at the start of the turn. Which is currently bad, but could eventually become good. And a skewer is an interesting way to deal damage. I think I'll take it. Ooh, especially with an ornamental fan. This tank game really did want me to go shivs, huh? Every time we play 3 attacks in a single turn, gain 4 block. To fight an elite? I don't think I can click on this. I think there's a chance I die if I click on this. But I still now not go Infinite Blades. I think with the Ornamental Fan I have enough reason to consider Infinite Blades. I don't know if I would, though. Depends on the opportunity cost, right? Like, would I take it over skipping? Probably. Probably. You've never not reached inside. I rarely pass this, but I think this is one of the situations where I need to. Latch him and keep him. Ooh, dagger throw, I want that. Dash. I gave myself a chance to pick an injury for no reason. Glad it didn't happen to me. Alright, Triple Sentries Mark II with the Ornamental Fan. I'm not... not the Ornamental Fan. With the Mercury Hourglass. I am not afraid of these jokers very much. Kathwap. Block for 8. I can block for everything. But deal 7 less damage. I think it's worth dealing 7 at the cost of 2. Yeah, there's definitely situations where an extra neutralize would be nice. Like, if you had an early Molten Egg, it would be a lot better as well, because then it becomes upgraded for free. A lot of card draw. If you had a Paper Crane. Plenty enough reasons. Ooh. Preserved Insect says enemies. Oh my god, the deck we could have had. Do I take a Blade Dance now? That I have an Ornamental Fan? I think I do. I do. Wow, the seed is crazy. Maximum Shiv Snecko Skull nonsense, apparently. So Backstab's pretty good. Makes Guardian a lot safer. So I want a Noxious Fumes. Probably? It's a good way to build up damage against bosses. Backstab Noxious Fumes. I'll take it. And then we have to rest here, unfortunately. Much as I would like to upgrade. That is a forced rest. That's why we rested. Is this deck bad enough at blocking that I die? Or if I was meant to use this power potion. I think we're okay. Yeah, we should be okay. We're gonna go a little bit low. We are ultimately gonna be alright. Sub-icons did get updated, yeah, Carissa. Chronometrics was not courteous enough, oh my gosh, to make some better ones for the channel, mostly because he was personally complaining about them, and decided, hey, if no one else will do it, I will. So, Wraithform and Corpse Explosion are both very good cards. I'm just not sure which one I take. Did the defect F? Everybody F'd, Jaso Man. We've had no wins so far tonight. If I could hit take all on this, would I? No. I don't... Well, maybe. I guess the question is, would it be worth having the unload in order to get the other two? The answer is maybe. Yeah, Corpse Explosion plus Preserved Insect makes Act 2 elites very easy. Like, Triple Slavers just dies, especially with a backstab. It means I can fight Thwack as well. But Wraithform is so good in the late game. Let's try the Corpse Explosion. And I'm going to take an Explosive Potion just to make sure that we can really kill everything in the next act. And there's no way in hell I'm willing to do this with a Fusion Hammer, so I'll take a Philosopher's Stone, I think. Although we can barely block as is, so that's terrifying. If I want to do elite hunting, maybe the Fusion Hammer is like the right play. Or retime, no way. I would love a 4th energy. Because we have a Skewer, 2 energy card, and an Ornamental Fan, which is already inherently better if you have more energy, because you can more frequently play 3 attacks. So it's a question of just Fusion, Philosopher's Stone, or Fusion Hammer. I'm going to take the Philosopher's Stone and probably regret it. Probably regret it. I can take up to 4 elites. Do I want to do that? What's the worst that could happen? What's the worst that could happen? Oh, man. Thought I had no energy left. That was my bad. Piercing Whale. Okay, that's one of the cards that will keep us alive with the Philosopher's Stone. All enemies lose 6 strength this turn. Exhaust. That might mean that birds don't kill me too, which is something I would be grateful for. To not be killed by. Do I take a shop at the cost of an event with 135 gold? I don't think I do. The boot. Boot makes our Blade Dance do more damage. Is that relevant? Makes neutralize do more damage. Makes any future shivs do more damage. By one? One entire damage? It's a lot of damage. 4,000 additional damage. Dare me to skip the boot. Dare accepted, Anawan. Wait, and then I went to the shop. No, I didn't. Okay. I'm bad at math. Apparently. This fight is terrifying. This potion is crappy. You're so dead. Take a second fumes. I think I have to. I think I am also very close to dying. Ooh. Okay. Okay. Ugh. Okay. I wasn't sure we were going to get enough damage to kill it by the third turn there. That's why I was focusing all the damage on it specifically. It's for that turn specifically. No, I didn't have a kill there, right? Dagger Throw Plus is enough damage that I'm just going to take it and not question it. 12. Slavers are very scary with the Philosopher's Stone. I might even say too scary. Oddly smooth stone. Okay, that helps a lot. As does another piercing whale in terms of like letting us survive. Which we are currently struggling with a little bit. Oh, we are very struggling with. Dead? Dead. Yeah, we're dead. We are super dead. Classic case of Silent that didn't scale its block up enough for Act 2. I guess I could have Power Potion to look for Wraith Form, and should have. That was probably smart. Nice Power Potion, TM. TM. Everybody has a different opinion of which of the three classes is hardest, Gigi. It's, I think, a really great statement of how the game is really well balanced in a lot of ways. If nobody agrees on what is best and what is worst, it's a good sign that things are balanced in some way. At least to me, it is. Okay, we can get a really high value act here. We want one. Ooh, I can hit like 5 fires. But that requires only 1 elite. I don't know how I feel about only 1 elite. Do I record my win rate? I'm kind of tracking it at the moment, Nature's Sun, but it's not something I'm overly focused on. Am I playing faster than usual? My speed of play is varied upon a lot of things. My current mood has, I would say, the most to do with it. How I'm feeling this particular evening. I'm going way, way faster. Doesn't feel like I'm going faster to me, but I must be. Should slow things down a bit then and be a little bit more analytical. Yeah, I've lost, what, 4 runs in 2 hours? Yeah. That is definitely above the pace. Speedruns incoming. I am kind of in a mood to do speedruns, actually. I will think about that. If this run goes poorly, I'll switch over to speedruns. I want to fight this way. Let's go this way. Got him. I personally find myself greatly enjoying 250 gold starts, or I think that 250 gold starts are one of the strongest on Defect, because you have so much flexibility at that first shop. You can buy any rare relic, you can buy any rare card, you can frequently get multiple things. My speedrun record is, I think, like 9 minutes on Ironclad. Oh wait, the bot's dead. We had a bot command for it, but the bot is RIP at the moment. And I can fix it during a break, which I should be taking soon anyway. The bot hates us. I think this early on, I take a Cold Snap over a Cool-Headed. Orb Generation's great. Damage cards are great. Cold Snap is both of those things. Where were you when bot was killed? Where were you when Regret was added to deck? Awesome. Okay, do take Static Discharge, definitely. Fortunately doesn't work with Pain. Oh my god, Electro. Yes! Okay, you know what? You know what? That was worth the curse. No regrets indeed. Electrodynamics Static Discharge. Amazing. The value. We're fighting Slime Boss. Oh my. More matches than a Pyromaniac's kitchen drawer. So do I just go straight to the shop and remove that regret? Or do I do 2 more fights and then go into the shop with 400 gold and a bit more knowledge about what's in the deck? I think I just want to go to one shot. We take a little bit of damage from regret and we're okay with that. Next turn I need to kill. Can't kill. Wait, what if I Electro Cold Snap? That would be 8 plus 6 plus 6 is 20. Damn it. So I was actually supposed to strike twice and not defend at all last turn. Should have done the math on that. Actually really surprised that that's how low the damage output was, though.